Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And peace out to the rest of you. Hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. Let me get straight to it. And that there isn't a need for this to go on very long. Try to remember this. Gabriella Zuniga, aka Zuniga, and it's obviously not because of a race, did not do what she's doing to Shannon Sharpe because she's not a sister. And that's one extreme argument. And had she been a sister, it doesn't mean that she would have necessarily done worse, although a sister would brag about that. Doesn't guarantee that a sister actually would have done that. They just like to boast more about the hell through which they put us. But both of them are really becoming the same way in this regard. They synergistically do feed off of each other because of this. The real reason why Zuniga is doing this to Shannon Sharpe is because she's a Westernisha. That's why. It is not because she's white or because she's not. And she may not be, I don't know. I don't buy into this notion that everybody that ain't us is one of them. I do buy into the notion that everyone that ain't us will try to become one of them or try to be accepted by one of them if they have no sense of pride about being either what they are or being any part of us. I do believe that. Matter of fact, I bet money on it. But I can tell you that no, gentlemen. Sistren and Karens come out of the same West. Ali Wong comes out the same West. She's neither one. Jennifer Lopez, who is genetically both, culturally speaking, both, is a Westernisha as far as men are concerned. Would she do this to someone? Absolutely. She's not hell on Ben Affleck because she doesn't know how to be better. She's hell on Ben Affleck because she has been trained to be hell on anybody. If she was a regular lady, not a celebrity, but she looked like she does, she would just be hell on non-celebrity men. Since she's a celebrity that looks like she does, she's going to be hell on any man. Same with Lisa Ray. Doesn't matter how you can see that age creeping up on her. She's going to be hell. Vivica Fox getting the BBL at her age, she's going to be hell. See, Zuniga simply looked at the cheeks that she got for which she paid $25,000 a piece, according to her own text messages, and said, I got these cheeks. I'm going to give any man hell behind these cheeks. She thought about it, and that's what she did. She said, I'm going to be a demon about these cheeks. I want to be a demon, period, because, I'm supposed to be hell on men. That's my job. My job is to just be hell on men. My job is, I'm disloyal to the sisterhood if I'm anything less. And so she decided there was no way she was going to be anything better than that. Because, the sisterhood, that means everything. And when you say, well, wait, Zuniga, what else? Who else? And I know her name is Zuniga, but even at the Breakfast Club, they had the good sense to joke about her name looking like it would be pronounced Zuniga. That was hilarious. It was mean. I don't particularly like it per se. On the other hand, it's still hilarious. But it's important that we understand the significance even of that nickname because, see, the original N-word is not us. Don't ever forget that either. as Dr. Umar is sitting up and saying to Shannon, he gonna back him up like he could do anything anyway. Hell, he needs Shannon Sharpe to back him up. But as he's saying to Mr. Sharpe that he's gonna back up his brother, but he needs a snow bunny band, he doesn't seem to remember very clearly that it's not because she's a snow bunny that she does this, it's because she's a Westernisha. The same reason why his own daughter is crashing out, the same reason why his own daughter is sitting up and saying that she ain't even into men. The same reason. It's because she's a Westernisha. She's all about just being against whatever's decent, especially if it could benefit men in any way. You think Anissa Johnson really wants to run back and forth, taking care of women the way that they want men to take care of them? You really think she wants to sit up and do that? They don't want to do that. Ain't no part of taking care of women that's really pleasurable to a child or to a woman. And some parts of that are not pleasing to men. Matter of fact, I shouldn't say some, most of it is not when you're dealing with the Westernisha, because there's no give back. There's not an exchange. So in the West, there's no part of it that's pleasing to men because there's no exchange. You have no authority, but you have accountability. I mean, pretty much you're responsible not for how well you look after her. You're responsible for what somebody else decides to do to her. Oh, now that's your fault. She can go wherever she wants, dress however she wants. You're responsible for what other men decide to do to her. So since you're responsible for protecting her, so to speak, then she's going to go half butt booty naked to a club you told her not to go to with her girls on a girls' night out, for which you told her to stay at home for her own safety. And then she's going to come home, and if she really thinks that it's going to stress you the uck foul, she will even come and tell you that somebody violated her when it didn't happen, just so that you can get yourself killed because she feels like replacing you. That's who they are. You're sitting up thinking that there's something else to this, and there isn't. There's nothing else to this at all. It is all about you getting your behinds kicked or dead, and then they can go and replace you after they play the role of the grieving sister that lost her man. And then later on, years later, they'll be like, it all worked out for the best. It was God's will. Yeah, we'll bet you were ready to replace him anyway. It's not because of Zuniga's DNA sequence that she's doing what she's doing. It is because she was born and raised in an environment that has told her that no man deserves any better than what she is doing. It is because she is an environment that has told and socialized women in general to punish men for every pound of pleasure with a planet of pain. That's what that's about. In the end, there's nothing else to it. And when they start looking in the least bit good, any way, form, or fashion, then they're to up that amount of pain for every pound of pleasure. And she's coming along and doing that at this point. Somebody in her circle of friends knows that she had something going on with Shannon Sharpe. So even if she didn't want to do him dirty like this, she got some girls whispering in her ear, girl, if you don't do this, you stupid. And it ain't really because she's white or black or what, it's because she's a Westernisha. Being 20 doesn't help. But if she was 40, it would be the same thing. She doesn't have the strength and the courage to stand up to these stank broads that are in her ear telling her to do this, to stand up to the sisterhood, to the hive mind. She doesn't have the courage to go against that and say, that's not the right thing to do. Not in the least bit. That's what this is about. It does show, though, that the real reasons why men close to our age shouldn't be messing with girls that young is not the reason that the women are saying. That's not why. They want to make it seem like it's because girls that age are women that age are the victims. They're still the girls. No, that's not why. It is because in this day and age, the women that are that age still think that they're little girls once it's time for accountability, but they plot like grown women. It has more to do with that. It's not because the men are predatory. It's because the women that age are more predatory and still not mature. That's what the real reason is. I hope that what I've said helps you out and that it benefits you. Thank you for listening. As always, Black Heart, Black Mind, Blackout. Assalamu alaikum and black heterosexual non-select male power just because they don't like it. And black patriarchy until extinction of Judgment Day. Thank you for flying with us again here on Jet Black Airways. With a phrase, jet black is also a verb. Keep jetting black with us till the wings and the wheels fall off. Gender justice forever.